Let's bring it on. Let's
do it.
You need to be wrong all the time.
Nice, good. I win the first point. Well done. That's good.
Amigos, bienvenidos a un episodio más de Letras Plateadas. Hoy estamos en el Club Dayanas, aquí en Wellingboro, porque vamos a aprender a jugar squash. Traje mi raqueta y todos los aditamentos necesarios para aprender este interesante deporte. Así que por favor acompáñenos para jugar squash aquí en el Club Dayanas. Así que síganos.
Quieren ser felices y ese día ha llegado.
No sé qué decir.
Hey buddy,
How you doing?
Rico.
I'm Dane.
How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good,
Thank you.
good.
Welcome to Letras Plateadas, man.
Thank you.
What are we going to do today?
So today we're going to learn how to play squash.
Okay.
So we're going to head down to the courts, and yeah, we'll go through a couple of pointers and and talk a little bit about it.
All right.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Right. So I'll follow.
Yeah. All right. So, where do you come from?
So I was born in Jamaica, and I've lived in Jamaica for a little bit, and I moved here when I was 16. So started playing squash when I was about 12, 13. And then just kind of went from there really, and then carried it on when I moved to England.
Yeah. And so, how is going this? How this moment when you want to learn to play squash? How is the motivation when you get it?
So when I first started playing, it was just for fun, and then I got pretty good. So I made a national team. So after that, it's just been the motivation has just been to keep playing for the national team, just keep myself fit as well.
But that was in Jamaica.
That was in Jamaica, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you came to England,
Yeah.
you joined also a team here.
Yeah. So I'm on the Diana's team here. I also play for a team in Leicester, and so I play in the leagues and stuff like that. But I also still represent Jamaica as well. So I keep myself obviously in shape and sharp playing here, and then I'll head back over to Jamaica like maybe 4 or 5 times a year to play the tournaments over that side of the world. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then how long did it take you to play? To learn to play squash?
So I guess, like I said, I started when I was like 12. It took a few years of like practice and training and stuff, but then so I made the junior team, and then after that I kind of made a senior team. So I suppose I've been playing for about 21 years, I guess.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it took maybe a year or so, a couple of years to kind of get to grips with the game, get to grips with how to play tactically and stuff like that. And then once you kind of know the basics, then you can kind of, it's just practice, and you just progress on from there really.
Okay. I remember, I think so it was the last year or it was before the lockdown, you went to some national competitions?
Yeah. So I play...
Sorry, for UK?
No, so I play some of the tournaments here. So they're not national tournaments; they're more like the local like graded tournaments and stuff. Just to keep myself sharp. So I don't play any UK tournaments. I play the national tournaments back over in the Caribbean or the Pan American region. So I play Jamaica nationals, so called the All Jamaica tournament. I play the Caribbean Championships, play the Pan American Championships, and the Commonwealth. Should I make the team? Those are the 4 big ones that I'll play around the Pan American region and the Caribbean region, really.
Mm-hmm. And how you feel now? Is motivation you carry on to playing the squash?
Yeah, it's so obviously I'm a little bit older now, but the motivation is still there. So there's a couple of guys in the Caribbean that have had success later on, like in the mid-30s and stuff like that. And I think my motivation is still high, because I kind of want to see how whether I can get back to the level to win nationals or to be one of the top guys in my region in the Caribbean. So the motivation is still there to try and do that, to try and achieve things. And as well, like I love the game, I love the sport. It keeps me fit. It's good for me mentally as well. So it gets kind of a hobby, but it's a little bit more than that as well, because obviously I'm competing as well. So yeah, but the motivation is very much still high, for sure.
Yeah, and how many days a week you need to practice just to keep the level where you have?
So I'm on court maybe 4 times a week on court, and then the rest of it's like conditioning stuff in the gym, running outside, bikes, that sort of thing. So I probably do anything from 10 to 16 sessions a week, I guess. But like different stuff, so it could be things like mobility, stretching, gym work, or it could be like on-court stuff. So on-court, I try and get on-court like 4 times a week to make sure I stay sharp and stuff. Because we're still in off-season at the minute, so the season starts on the 26th of this month. So I have another couple of weeks, or another week or so to get myself to keep doing the kind of off-season stuff, and then we start competing again on the 26th of this month.
Okay, good. And is a specific age to start to learn how to play squash, or everybody can learn to play?
Any age. So we have sometimes we have like juniors start as young as like 4 or 5. So we have a junior section here where we have kids like as young as 4 or 5. We have kids that start a little bit later, like I did, like 12, 11 or 12. But also we have a lot of people that have wanted to give it a go for fitness. So it's a better alternative to them than doing maybe cardio on the treadmill. So they come down and they want to give it a go down here, and it's fun. It's competitive as well. So, and they're working hard, but they don't realize they're working hard because it's fun and it's competitive as well. So yeah, we have people starting from as young as 5, but also as old as 30, 40, 50 years of age kind of thing. They come down, they give it a go, and they just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's no real age now.
Yeah. So, but it was what I hear is one of the best sport to keep full like 100% healthy or cardio.
Yeah.
You make more cardio playing squash than other sport? Or?
Yeah, it's I mean, there are a lot of sports that are really good for cardiovascular health, but squash is one of the top ones for sure, because it's continuous, but it's also explosive as well. So your heart rate can reach anything from 150, 160, all the way up to 190, 200. And you got to sustain that. So it's multiple sprints. So you're sprinting into each corner, and again back to the middle. And then you do that continuously for maybe 10, 15 minutes for one game, and then come off court and then have a rest, come back on and do it again. And so yeah, some matches can last up to 80 minutes, 90 minutes. And it's intense. So it's quite an intense sport. And because it is so intense, it is very, very good for the cardiovascular, for the heart, for the lungs. So it is one of the studies have shown it is one of the healthiest sports you can do. Like a lot of other sports are, but squash in particular is very good for the cardiovascular health for sure.
Yeah. If you're, for example, if we're playing the squash, which sport you also recommend to mix with the squash?
To mix with squash? I suppose it depends what level you want to take it, but I think squash is quite
for the beginners.
For beginners, it could be anything. So you could play squash alongside kind of anything else. It's good. I know a few people that play squash in the off season when they're off season from football, from soccer, just to kind of keep themselves fit. From rugby to keep themselves fit as well. Any sport that requires cardiovascular health. If you wanted to kind of have something in the off season that was away from that sport, squash is a good kind of alternative, because again, it's fun, it's different, it's explosive, you're moving in different directions, but it's also very good for the cardiovascular health. So any sport that really requires a good level of cardiovascular strength, it can be transferred. Squash can be transferred to that, and vice versa, kind of thing. So,
Okay. Yeah. The squash racket is completely different than tennis racket.
Yeah. So it's kind of in between, I guess, a tennis racket and a badminton racket. So it's a little bit heavier than a badminton racket, but not as heavy as a tennis racket. It also has a different shape. So you have some that's like a shape like mine, and like yourself, which is what we call a teardrop shape, and then some have a more rounded head as well. But it's a lot like, so you can go anything from 110 grams to 140, 150 grams. So that's on the heavier side. 110 is on the lighter side. So it just depends on preference. For beginners, it doesn't really matter too much, because you'll get used to whatever it is you pick up. As you play more and more, you'll find that you might have a preference towards a heavier racket or a lighter racket. I myself have a more preference towards a slightly lighter racket. But you'll develop that as you play. But for a beginner, I don't think it doesn't really. We found it doesn't really matter too much whether you what kind of racket you pick up. It's just getting used to the racket, the dimensions, the court, hitting the ball, and stuff like that. But so any racket is good for beginners.
The one where you can suit better, the one where you feel more comfortable and comfy to use it, is the one where you can.
That's exactly it. So yeah, and the only way to do that is to try. So if you pick up any racket and try and hit the ball and see how it feels, and then you might pick up another racket and say, oh, I quite like it a little bit lighter. Some people like it lighter, some people like it a little bit heavier. Like I say, I myself prefer a little bit of a lighter racket. It's a lot more comfortable for me. Whereas I know people that like it a little bit heavier than mine, maybe 10, 15 grams heavier than mine, because it's a lot more comfortable for them to have it a little bit heavier. So it just depends on preference, for sure. Whatever's more comfortable, for sure.
Okay, that's perfect. So we got to have some kind of demonstration today. You got to show me how to take the racket, how to hit the ball, and how to do.
Of course.
And also, it's important for the people who is watching this podcast. The rules. That's very important. Also, the rules and how is dividing the court and everything. We got to learn all this today.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
All right. So let's go.
Yeah, perfect.
El squash tuvo sus inicios en el siglo XIX, cuando empezaban también a surgir diferentes estilos de juego que involucraban el uso de raquetas. De acuerdo con expertos, nació en una prisión llamada Fleet, ubicada en Londres. Según la historia, los prisioneros utilizaban una pelota que golpeaban contra las paredes como una forma de hacer ejercicio.
So first of all, it's a proper way to take the racket, because I saw some people they can take more in front. How is the proper way to take the racket?
Again, so when it comes down to as you play a little bit more, you'll find that you develop your own style of hitting the ball. But in terms of fundamentals, what we do with some of the juniors, so we ask them to, so we hand them the racket and we say, just take it like you're shaking a hand. Look at that, and wrap things around, and that's that's the good. Now you wrap this one around there.
Okay.
And that's pretty much you good. So
just like a face in that part.
Exactly. So you have a little bit of a V there, and so you just take it like that, and you can do it yourself as well. So you can just take it like that, and that's generally
like shaking hands.
Exactly, and that's generally the best way to hold it. And you have maybe spread your fingers a little bit just so you have a little bit more control, and then that's it, and that's that. That's the proper way to take the racket. Now, in terms of rules, we can get into the rules.
Yes, the rules.
So first of all, we have the top line that goes all the way from front wall to the side wall around the back.
All the red line we have around.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the red line. So in tennis, the red line means it's still in. In squash, the red line means it's out. So if it hits the red line at any point, that's out of court. You also have the bottom red line as well. So that top line is out. Now this bottom line here as well, that's what we call the tin. This is out as well. So if you hit it up the top there, that's out. If you hit it here, that's what we call down. So both of those would result in you losing the point.
Okay.
So that's the first most important rule. The second one is just the serve. So the rest of the lines are basically just there for serving. So you have the middle line there, and obviously you have the lines on the floor here. So that middle line there is the service line. So when you're serving, you make sure you hit the ball above that line.
Above the line.
Now these lines on the floor, so these are just for serving as well. So when we serve, so if I was going to serve, I would stand in this box here.
Okay.
So if we split the court into quarters and then we split that quarter into quarters as well, we stand into this in this quarter to serve. And then when we serve, like I said, above that middle red line there, and then over into the other side there, into the other big quarter as well as we go. Okay, so they're really the only rules that you need to know, as well as actually most important rule, it has to hit the front wall. So the ball has to hit that wall there at some point. Yeah, so it can hit the side wall, then the front wall, it can hit the back wall, then the front wall, but you have to hit that front wall at some point.
Okay.
Yeah? Does that make sense? So below that line there, above that bottom line there, and it has to hit that front wall at some point. And then obviously, like I say, when you serve and you stand in the box, serve it above that middle line and over to the other box.
Okay.
Yeah, and other than that, you can pretty much do what you want. It's one of the best things about squash is how free it is. As long as the ball hits that front wall and it goes below that line and above that line, you can do whatever you want. You can hit the ball side wall, front wall. You can hit front wall, side wall. You can hit the ball back into these corners here. You can hit the ball off this back wall here, and then all as well as up to the front wall as well. So yeah. It's very free. You can be very creative with how you play and the tactics you use as well.
Just at least you follow the rules. It's easy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I think so that you need to have a specific kind of shoes for the floor because it's wooden floor.
It is, yes. It's wooden floor. So what we say is, of course, the rules are basically non-marking shoes. So you can have whatever shoes are comfortable, but we always recommend court shoes. So these are court shoes. So these you can, I think these ones you can use for tennis as well. These ones are court shoes. So you find it gives you a little bit more grip, but also it doesn't mark the floors as well. So it's non-marking shoes, but generally court shoes gel bottom shoes, court shoes are recommended for the grip and so which helps you not slip and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, so let's bring it on one. Just show me how to do it. Let's see, guys, one demonstration how to play.
Cool.
Yeah.
First we'll show you this how to the ball. So this side is what we call, if you're right-handed, this is what we call the backhand side. So obviously we're hitting to your left-hand side if you're a right-hander, and it's called the backhand side. So it's basically just we keep the racket up, we hit through the ball, we try and hit the ball again in between those two lines, like we said, and then get it to come a little bit deeper as we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So rack it up, and we just get through the ball as it comes there. You just get it coming back down as we go. Okay, just hitting through the ball, make sure the racket face is pointing where you want the ball to go.
Okay. So, see, if you take the racket like that, you just hit the ball.
Yep. Good.
I'm learning.
Yeah, you get it. Nice. Nice. Good.
All right.
Good. Good.
Nice.
Nice. Good. That's good. Now this side, should we do this side as well? And move that.
Yeah.
Now we're moving over to this right side. For a right-hander, this is the forehand, obviously left-hander, it will be vice versa, the backhand. But so this one again, rack it up again, and we're going to do exactly the same. And we're just going to open the chest up, rotate through, and hit the ball back towards the back of the court. Okay, so from that. Like that, yeah. So really similar to what we're doing on the backhand. Just rack it up.
It's exactly the same way, like this side.
Exactly the same way, just on that different side, I think. Nice.
Of course, I have more coordination in that side.
That side, is it? You find it easier on this side or that side?
That side.
Yes.
Because I'm right hand.
Yes. So, shall we play a rally?
Yeah, let's do one rally.
Yeah, let's do a rally.
Good, yeah, so let's play one rally.
Yeah, and then we can talk through the serve as well, and then we'll play a rally after that. So, like I said before, we're going to talk about the serve a little bit as well, and then once we talk about the serve, we're going to play a rally. So, let's say with the serve, I'll start off serving first. Like I said, we stand in this smaller box. we hit the ball on the front wall again, but it has to go above that middle red line, in between the middle red line and the top one, and then it goes over into that quarter there. So your opponent, when you serve, your opponent will be standing in that quarter there as you're waiting for the serve to come over. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll serve out to you, and then we'll play a rally.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Is that?
It's gonna go slowly. Let's bring it on. Let's play.
Let's do it.
Los expertos en deportes se dieron cuenta de que cuando la pelota era golpeada contra una pared, esta adquiría mayor fuerza, permitiendo la elaboración de diferentes tipos de golpes más rápidos, aumentando al mismo tiempo el esfuerzo físico hecho por el deportista. Fue así como nació lo que hoy conocemos como squash.
Need to be running all the time.
En el año 1864 fue finalmente declarado como una disciplina deportiva oficial y las primeras canchas para practicarlo empezaron a ser construidas.
Nice, good.
Are you ready for this point?
Well done. That was good. How do you feel?
I'm still alive, so.
Right, so when you win the point, you then serve. So the serve then hands over to you. Okay. So if I'd have won the point, I would have served swap sides and carried on serving. Because you won.
Yeah. Have you noticed you keep too much in the T area?
Yes. Yeah. So
it's when you get more advanced and control of the game.
For sure. So tactically, I want to move less than you. Yeah. You can feel you're out of breath, and I'm less out of breath because I want to stand in the middle. And I want to control the middle. I want to control the game as much as possible, kind of thing. Yeah. So that's what, as you get more advanced, as you get more used to the game, that's what you look to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa,
good.
I think so we have only 6 points playing, and I don't have enough. But
you can feel how it's good for the heart and lungs. It's good.
Of course.
Yeah, it's good cardiovascular.
You get a first long breathe and then you come.
For sure.
Back.
For sure. Nice shot. That's good.
Well,
That's good. How do you feel?
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. That was good. That was really good.
Don't miss a game, man.
That was good.
But it was a training.
Yes.
If you like to invite you in more episodes, which can be the next?
So next we'll probably talk about the tactical side of things a little bit more in depth. So obviously today we covered the rules, we covered myself a little bit, but next we'll probably go for the tactical side. What are you trying to do on court? So if you play somebody, what is it you're trying to do? How can you win? What's the best kind of formula to win? Mm-hmm. We might go into a little bit of technical bits as well. So like how we talked about how to hold the racket. Maybe we'll talk about how to hit the ball. So how to get the ball going where you want it to go. Maybe some drills and some things that you can use to practice those things as well. Things that you can do by yourself or things that you can do with a partner to practice the shots that you're going to be using kind of on court just to improve your game a little bit. We can go through things like that for sure.
Okay. Yeah? If we say also another kind of sport discipline, like I get some cardio, they get some weight or something.
Yeah.
You can be with us in the next episode.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
Welcome to Letras Plateadas.
Yeah, for sure.
And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm done. Oh, you're so good, man.
That was good.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure, man.
I'll see you. Ok, amigos, familia, pues esta ha sido una pequeña demostración de lo que es squash, parte de esta sección que hoy le vamos a llamar Disciplina Deportiva. Hoy nos tocó aprender un poco de squash. La próxima ocasión vamos a ver más sobre las reglas del juego y cómo pararse propiamente en el campo, en la cancha de squash, cómo pegarle a la pelota dependiendo del ángulo. Eso ya lo vamos a ver poco a poco conforme vayan siendo los episodios, pero me hizo correr, me hizo sudar y obviamente esto solamente lo hacemos con el fin de entretenernos ustedes y también que vayan, pues, que se pueden ir adquiriendo otros hábitos también muy completos sobre lo que es la disciplina deportiva. Entonces, amigos, muchas gracias a todos ustedes por sintonizarnos una vez más. Y como siempre, les recuerdo, por favor, compartan, suscríbanse los que no lo han hecho, denle clic a las notificaciones, dejen sus comentarios y sean felices. Y nos vemos en el próximo episodio. Hasta luego. Hello there.
Hello.
All right. You want to play with me fast? Just to play.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?